James Arness, the Gunsmoke legend, spent his final years in eerie solitude, leaving behind an abandoned mansion, a massive fortune, and a family haunted by tragedy. What really happened to his wealth? How did his life end in such sadness after decades of fame? In this shocking video, we uncover the devastating truth behind Arness's death, his neglected legacy, and the dark secrets he left behind. Besides James Arness's successful career, do you know what really makes people pay attention to him? It was marriage that made the name James Arness more popular than ever. He married Virginia Chapman in 1948, and together they had 3 children. Arness adopted Chapman's son, Craig, who was born in 1946, and the couple went on to have 2 biological children, a son, Rolf, born in 1952, and a daughter, Jenny Lee, born in 1950. Rolf Arness would later become a notable figure in the world of sports, winning the World Surfing Championship in 1970. Meanwhile, Craig Arness followed a different path, carving out a career in photography. He founded the stock photography agency Westlight and worked as a photographer for National Geographic. Unfortunately, Arness's marriage to Virginia Chapman came to an end in 1963, after which he was granted legal custody of their children. The divorce and subsequent family challenges did not ease his struggles. The loss of his daughter, Jenny, was particularly devastating. Jenny tragically died from an apparent drug overdose in 1975 at the age of 25. Her passing left a profound mark on Arness and added to the hardships he faced in his personal life. Just 2 years later, in 1977, Virginia Chapman, his former wife, also passed away from an accidental drug overdose. This string of tragic events marked a period of deep sorrow for Arness. Despite the tragedies, Arness did not retreat from relationships altogether. 4 years after his divorce from Virginia Chapman, he met Thordis Brandt, who would become his girlfriend. The two had a relationship that lasted for 6 years before they parted ways. In 1978, Arness married Janet Surtees, a relationship that would bring him lasting happiness. Janet and his sons were by his side when he passed away in 2011. Although Arness portrayed the stoic and tough Marshal Matt Dillon, those close to him knew him as a man with a warm, lively spirit. According to Ben Bates, Arness's Gunsmoke stunt double, the actor had a laughter that was from his toes to the top of his head. Arness's infectious giggles were so notorious that at times, filming on the Gunsmoke set had to be paused due to his uncontrollable laughter. Those who worked with him fondly remembered his sense of humor, a stark contrast to his on-screen persona. Despite his quiet demeanor and occasional difficulty with publicity, Arness had a soft side that was revealed in his personal hobbies and interests. Arness was a man who enjoyed the simple pleasures of life. His love for poetry was well known among those closest to him, as was his passion for yacht racing. Arness also developed a keen interest in surfing, a hobby shared by his son Rolf, who became a champion surfer. Though he was deeply private and shied away from the media, preferring to avoid the spotlight, Arness found joy in the activities that allowed him to live away from public scrutiny. He was often described as shy and sensitive, and his demeanor led TV Guide to dub him the Greta Garbo of Dodge City, a fitting nickname for a man who sought solitude, yet was adored by fans across the country. Arness's co-stars also recognized his impact. Buck Taylor, a fellow Gunsmoke actor, had such admiration for him that he named his second son Matthew, after Arness's famous character, Matt Dillon. Besides the family aspect, what shocked James Arness's fans was his death. Indeed, when James Arness passed away in 2011, it marked the end of a distinguished era in American television. Arness's passing was widely mourned, with tributes pouring in from former co-stars, fans, and colleagues. His legacy as Marshal Matt Dillon was cemented as one of the most significant roles in television history, and his personal life, though filled with its share of struggles, was ultimately defined by his resilience and love for his family. Arness's death was a natural one, a reflection of a life well lived and a career that had brought joy to millions. At the time of his passing, he had been living in Brentwood, Los Angeles, where he had found peace after a life spent in the public eye. The loss of James Arness left a void in the world of classic television, but his memory lives on through Gunsmoke and the numerous other roles he played throughout his illustrious career. His stoic, yet deeply human portrayal of Marshal Matt Dillon continues to be a touchstone in television history, and his contributions to the entertainment industry remain cherished by fans around the world. Following the sudden death of James Arness, much of the public's attention has focused on his seemingly abandoned estate, which has since been the subject of much speculation. Reportedly, before his death, Arness took the time to write a heartfelt letter that was intended to be published posthumously. The letter was shared on his official website, offering a glimpse into the mind and heart of the man behind the iconic character of Marshal Dillon. In his message, Arness reflected on his long and fulfilling life, expressing gratitude for the many people who had been a part of his journey, both personally and professionally. "I have had a wonderful life and have been blessed with many loving people and wonderful friends," he wrote, a sentiment that resonated deeply with the fans and colleagues who had known him. His words spoke to the appreciation he had for the people who helped shape his life, from his family to his co-stars, and the enduring bonds he had cultivated throughout his career. Arness also took the opportunity to thank his fans for their unwavering support, particularly in regard to Gunsmoke, the show that had made him a household name. Over the course of its 20-year run, Gunsmoke had become more than just a television show. It had become an institution, and Arness's portrayal of the stoic and honorable Marshal Matt Dillon was central to its success. His letter served as a personal acknowledgement of the immense affection he had for the viewers who had followed his work and had supported him over the years. For Arness, the connection with his fans was a source of great pride, and the letter underscored the deep bond he felt with those who had made his career possible. Arness's death marked the end of an extraordinary journey, one that spanned decades and was filled with both remarkable professional achievements and profound personal losses. While he was most famously remembered for his portrayal of Marshal Dillon, those who knew him personally recalled a man whose character extended far beyond the stoic lawman he portrayed on television. Arness was known to be a quiet, reserved individual, but those close to him recognized his warmth, loyalty, and genuine kindness. His humanity shone through not only in his professional work, but also in his personal life, where he was a loving father, brother, and friend. James Arness was laid to rest at Forest Lawn Memorial Park in Glendale, California, a place where many of Hollywood's legends have been honored. His passing left a void in the world of entertainment, but his legacy lived on through his iconic role on Gunsmoke and the countless contributions he made to the television industry. While his public life was filled with accolades and recognition, it was the private moments and the relationships he fostered that left the most lasting impact on those who knew him. Reportedly, James Arness spent his final years in a distinguished estate in the prestigious Brentwood neighborhood of Los Angeles. This sprawling property, with over 7,000 square feet of living space, offered both the space and privacy befitting a Hollywood legend. The home, designed as a single-family residence, featured 8 bedrooms and 10 bathrooms, making it an ideal retreat for Arness and his family. Situated behind an automatic gate, the property ensured seclusion, offering peace and security to its occupants, far removed from the hustle and bustle of city life. Brentwood, known for its tranquility and upscale residences, provided the perfect backdrop for Arness's private life, away from the prying eyes of the public. The estate's grounds were beautifully landscaped, with lush greenery, privacy hedges, and a garden adorned with citrus and fig trees. Fragrant lavender added a touch of charm to the atmosphere, while tranquil water features completed the serene environment, providing a soothing escape from the outside world. The design and layout of the estate blended seamlessly with its natural surroundings, creating an ambiance that was both peaceful and sophisticated. Upon entering the home, guests were greeted by interiors that exuded warmth and character. The architectural features, including vaulted doorways and beamed ceilings, contributed to the home's rustic yet elegant charm. Luxurious hardwood floors provided a timeless aesthetic, while expansive windows and skylights allowed natural light to flood the space, enhancing the open, airy feeling throughout the home. These elements combined to create a welcoming atmosphere that was both cozy and refined, reflecting Arness's love for understated beauty and comfort. The family room, with its soaring vaulted ceiling, became a central gathering space for family and friends. Large windows offered picturesque views of the surrounding gardens, bringing the outdoors inside and making the space feel even more expansive. A striking two-sided fireplace served as the focal point, connecting the living room and the spacious formal dining room. This thoughtful design encouraged a sense of continuity between the interior spaces, while the dining area opened to a wisteria-covered back deck, where the vines would burst into stunning purple blooms each spring. The back deck added to the home's allure, offering an idyllic setting for alfresco dining or enjoying the beauty of the natural surroundings. The kitchen, one of the most important spaces in any home, was designed with both style and functionality in mind. Equipped with top-of-the-line stainless steel appliances, including a professional-grade Wolf stove, the kitchen offered ample storage and counter space. Whether preparing a casual meal or entertaining guests, the kitchen was both practical and elegant, reflecting Arness's appreciation for quality and convenience. The master suite, strategically positioned at the rear of the home for added privacy, became Arness's personal retreat. It featured direct access to the back deck, allowing him to step outside and enjoy the peaceful outdoor space. The suite also included dual closets, offering plenty of storage, and a luxurious ensuite bathroom complete with a soaking tub and a glass-enclosed shower. This spa-like bathroom provided an ideal place to unwind after a long day. In addition to the master suite, the home featured 3 additional bedrooms, each offering versatility and comfort. These rooms could easily accommodate guests, serve as a home office, or function as creative spaces. The backyard of the estate was a true California-style oasis. A newly installed lawn created a lush, green space for relaxation or play, while the shaded stone patio and fire pit offered a cozy area for gatherings. The sparkling pool and spa, complete with a cascading waterfall, added to the retreat-like atmosphere, making the backyard a perfect place to unwind or entertain. The finished garage was also designed with versatility in mind, offering the potential to serve as a pool house, gym, or private studio, ideal for a man of Arness's stature and interests. Modern amenities were seamlessly integrated into the home's classic appeal. A private solar system provided energy efficiency, while surround sound throughout the residence ensured an immersive entertainment experience. Practical features, such as a dedicated laundry area and gated parking for 3 cars, added further convenience and functionality to this exceptional property. Located near Brentwood Village, the estate offered easy access to upscale dining, boutique shopping, and the vibrant lifestyle of San Vicente Boulevard. Iconic beaches and exclusive country clubs were just a short drive away, adding to the allure of the location. The property was ideally situated to capture the essence of West Side luxury while providing Arness with the seclusion and privacy he valued. Although the estate has changed ownership since Arness's passing in 2011, it retains the sophisticated and comfortable atmosphere that he cherished. The timeless elegance of the home, combined with its serene and private setting, reflects the refined lifestyle of its former owner. When considering wealth, It is known that James Arness left behind a considerable fortune at the time of his passing in 2011, with an estimated net worth of $8 million. Specifically, when Gunsmoke premiered in 1955, Arness was an unknown actor, and the show itself was a risky venture. At first, his salary was modest, just over $1,000 per episode. This was standard pay for a newcomer on a television series, but it marks the beginning of what will become one of the most successful and long-lasting careers in TV history. As Gunsmoke gained massive popularity, Arness's career and earnings took off. The series quickly became a hit with viewers, making him a household name. His portrayal of Marshal Matt Dillon, a stoic and noble figure in the Wild West, resonated deeply with audiences and helped establish Gunsmoke as one of the most successful television series of all time. The show would run for an impressive 20 seasons, making it one of the longest-running primetime scripted shows in U.S. television history. After completing his military service, James Arness returned to civilian life and initially found work as a radio announcer at WLOL, a station based in his hometown of Minneapolis. Although this job provided a steady income, Arness quickly realized that his true passion lay in acting. The fire for the stage and screen that had ignited during his earlier years was still burning, and he knew he had to follow his dreams. With a determination that would come to define his career, he made a bold decision to leave his stable job behind and hitchhike to Hollywood, pursuing the life of an actor in the entertainment capital of the world. Arriving in Hollywood with little more than his ambition and a strong desire to succeed, Arness faced the daunting challenge of breaking into an industry that was known for its tough competition. His big break came in 1947 when he landed a small role in the film The Farmer's Daughter. In this movie, Arness played the brother of Loretta Young's character, which marked his official debut in Hollywood. While the role was not a leading one, it opened the door for future opportunities and allowed him to make a mark in the film industry. This early experience taught him the ropes of Hollywood and gave him valuable exposure, but Arness knew that his journey had only just begun. Over the next few years, Arness began building a steady career in film, appearing in a variety of roles. He starred in several movies, including Roses Are Red, Battleground, Wagon Master, Sierra, and Wyoming Mail. These films helped establish Arness as a reliable character actor, and his towering physique and commanding presence on screen began to catch the attention of filmmakers. While his roles were often secondary, Arness was gaining valuable experience and starting to build a name for himself in the industry. In 1951, Arness secured his first leading role in the science fiction adventure Two Lost Worlds. While this film was not a major success, it demonstrated Arness's versatility as an actor and his potential to take on more prominent roles. That same year, he earned widespread recognition for his portrayal of the menacing creature in the classic sci-fi horror film The Thing from Another World. Playing the alien creature, which was a role that required both physicality and a commanding presence, Arness made a significant impact with his towering frame and stoic demeanor. The film would go on to become a cult classic, and his performance as the creature is still remembered as one of the standout moments in early sci-fi cinema. Following his success in The Thing from Another World, Arness continued to find opportunities in both westerns and action films. He appeared in movies such as Cavalry Scout, Iron Man, and The People Against O'Hara, each role solidifying his reputation as a capable and dependable actor. These films often cast him in rugged, no-nonsense roles, which complemented his imposing stature and deep voice. Arness was quickly becoming known as a versatile actor who could take on a wide range of characters, but it was his future in the Western genre that would truly define his career. By 1952, Arness had established himself as a reliable and in-demand character actor, appearing in films such as Carbine Williams, The Girl in White, Horizons West, and Big Jim McLean. It was during the filming of Big Jim McLean that Arness's connection with one of Hollywood's biggest stars, John Wayne, began. The two actors developed a strong friendship, and Wayne would go on to play a significant role in Arness's future career. The friendship that began on the set of Big Jim McLean would continue to grow, and Wayne became a mentor figure to Arness. Their collaboration extended to several more films, including Island in the Sky, Hondo, and The Sea Chase. Wayne's influence on Arness was profound, and their bond extended beyond the screen. The iconic actor would also play a role in Arness's casting in what would become his most famous role, Marshal Matt Dillon on Gunsmoke. While Arness was steadily building his career and making a name for himself in Hollywood, it was his role on Gunsmoke that would ultimately propel him into legendary status. The Western television series, which began airing in 1955, was the perfect vehicle for Arness's commanding screen presence. However, it wasn't until later in his career that Arness would truly receive the kind of recognition and success that made him a household name. Gunsmoke would become the defining role of his career, but Arness's journey to get there was built on years of hard work, dedication, and the support of mentors like John Wayne. Despite James Arness's early success in film, it was his role in television that would ultimately solidify his status as a household name. Prior to his breakthrough as Marshal Matt Dillon, Arness had appeared in various guest roles, including on The Lone Ranger and Lux Video Theater, both of which showcased his range and screen presence. However, it was his casting in the role of Matt Dillon that would define his legacy, not just as a film actor, but as one of the most iconic figures in the history of television. Gunsmoke, adapted from a popular radio program, made its debut on CBS in 1955. The series was groundbreaking in many ways, offering viewers a gritty, realistic portrayal of life in the American West that was rooted in the moral complexities of law and order. The character of Marshal Matt Dillon, whom Arness portrayed, was a brave, fair-minded lawman who balanced his duties with compassion for the townspeople he served. Arness's portrayal of Dillon was both stoic and nuanced, capturing the inner strength and vulnerability of a man who sought justice in a lawless world. Gunsmoke quickly became a cultural phenomenon, gaining a massive following and becoming one of the longest-running television series in history. The show aired for an astounding 20 seasons, from 1955 until 1975, and is often regarded as the quintessential Western TV series. Throughout its run, Arness was joined by a talented ensemble cast, including Milburn Stone, Amanda Blake, and Dennis Weaver, each of whom contributed to the series' success. Together, they crafted a dynamic that resonated with audiences and helped establish the Western genre on television. Arness's performance as Matt Dillon won him widespread acclaim, with his portrayal of the no-nonsense but compassionate lawman becoming a defining moment in television history. The series not only made Arness a household name, but also shaped public perceptions of the American West, presenting the region through the lens of both personal conflict and communal responsibility. The show's success was not only based on Arness's performance, but also on the compelling storytelling and complex characters that made Gunsmoke stand out in the landscape of 1950s television. Even after Gunsmoke concluded its original run in 1975, Arness continued to revisit the character that had made him a star. He reprised his role as Marshal Matt Dillon in 6 television movies between 1987 and 1994, allowing fans to reconnect with the beloved lawman and see how he had evolved in the years since the series ended. These films were well received and served as a testament to Arness's enduring connection with the character and the audience's continued affection for the show. Following Gunsmoke, Arness did not rest on his laurels, but instead continued to explore opportunities in television. In 1976, he starred in the ABC series How the West Was Won, playing U.S. Army Scout Zebulon McMahon. The show, which ran until 1979, was another Western drama that allowed Arness to further cement his association with the genre. Although the series had a relatively short run in the U.S., it found a devoted following in Europe, where Westerns were particularly popular. The series explored the expansive frontier through the Macahan family, with Arness's portrayal of the rugged and honorable Zebulon resonating with audiences around the world. In the early 1980s, Arness shifted gears slightly with the NBC crime drama McClane's Law. In this series, which aired from 1981 to 1982, Arness played Detective Jim McClane, a tough but fair-minded cop working in a large city. Though the series only lasted a brief time, it marked a new direction in Arness's career, showing his ability to transition from the Western genre to urban crime drama. The role was a departure from the cowboy archetypes Arness had become known for, but his commanding presence made him a natural fit for the role of a seasoned detective. Arness's versatility continued to shine as he took on roles in television movies, including The Alamo, 13 Days to Glory, and a television remake of the classic Howard Hawks film Red River. In both of these productions, Arness brought his signature gravitas and physicality to the screen, further cementing his status as a respected actor with the ability to adapt to various genres and characters. What do you think about James Arness? Leave us your comments in the section below. We hope you have found this helpful video. Don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you like it. Thank you for watching this and see you in the next videos. Goodbye.